All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from Dover. AJ Godsey and Kyle Holden get the front row. Ray Hillhouse, David Garman on the second row. Kyle Mundell and Matt Stewart have the third row. Chris Stroop, Jeff Hinkle on the fourth row. Mark Dantuma and Zach Henson round out your top 10. Patrick Coluccio starts in 11th. Richie Yellow West starting in 12th. Brandon Springer in 13th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 14th. Eric Stoy starts 15th. Wild Bill Percy in 16th. Kevin Reed 17th. Jared Heasley in 18th. Rick Sargent starts 19th. And Jacob Springer in 20th. Albie Hewins, Donald Durant, and John Schmidt round out your field here tonight. Good evening, Jason. Jason, that about made me fall out of my chair laughing. Everybody getting stacked up and ready to go. Just one more driver to take to the pit road and we'll be ready to go. The pace car about to start rolling. All 23 drivers have taken to the track here at Dover. Everybody gets rolled out on track, ready for the green flag. DJ cheering on Matt Stewart. Have to wonder why DJ's not out here. I've seen him win at Dover before. The Iceman definitely knows how to get around the track here. Pace car is in. AJ Godsey, Kyle Holden will lead them down. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away at Dover. And Holden gets an amazing launch to the lead. But AJ Godsey quickly sends it underneath into turn one. Hillhouse looking low for second. Garman on the high side gets the run out of two. Side by side, all the way through. Kevin Reed way up the track. Wild Bill almost has to get 3 wide on lap 1. Everybody survives on lap 1. AJ Godsey in the lead. Hey, good evening, Patty. Patty Stewart also out here cheering on Matt as caution is out for Eric Stoy. Patrick Coluccio is on pit road. Looks like Gerald Poole may be involved as well. Oh, a car loose. Gerald Poole gets wrapped up. Eric Stoy gets several pieces of it. This started long before. Let's see if we can see. Look like Wild Bill may have been caught up in this one. Look like Thanos trying to avoid some chaos there. Several cars on pit road. Oh, Patrick Colucci had a problem out of 2 onto the back straightaway. Gets into the back straightaway wall. Oh, Patrick way loose off 2. Gets into the wall. Thanos nowhere to go. And a big stack up back behind brings out the first caution of the night. Eric Stoy did have to tow to pit road. Everybody else able to limp back around. Looks like Jared Heasley may have caught a piece of it. He does have some left front damage, but let's take a look from the nose of Jared's car. If he pulls up close enough, we'll be able to read the back bumper on Brandon's car. Nope. Jared is headed to pit road. We'll have to get a view of Brandon's bumper here in just a little bit. Lights are already out on the pace car. Everybody stacking back up, looking through the big survivors here. Jacob Springer, Rick Sargent, John Schmidt, Donald Durant, and Albie Hewins all picking up several spots in that incident. Everybody in the top 10 managing to survive. .22 cars on the lead lap. Eric Stoy still on pit road. AJ Godsey in control of the restart. He is in the zone. Green flag back in the air. Eric Stoy has started rolling from the pit lane. AJ Godsey quickly back to the lead. Jeff Hinkle starting to try and make his way forward. Chris Stroop losing a couple spots as Mark Dantuma's moving forward. Richie West now up to 11th. Brandon Springer in 12th. Rick Sargent 13th. Jacob Springer in 14th. Brandon Springer just set the fastest lap of the race so far. The peanut butter deployment system obviously giving that car the extra grip it needs here tonight. Top 7 or 8 cars still single file at the moment as Mark Dantuma loose off turn 2. Hinkle goes to the high side. Jeff Hinkle now up to 8th. Mark Dantuma back to 9th. John Schmidt has had an incident back behind, no caution yet. John Schmidt did manage to limp it to pit road. Let's see what happened. Looks like heavy right side damage. Don't know where that started at. Let's see if we can find the start of John's incident here. Oh, John way loose off turn 4. Gerald Poole almost gets a piece of it. Kevin Reed does get a piece of it. but he manages to keep the car pointed the right way. David Gorman up to second place, looking to the high side. You would think this track, once it gets slick, would benefit these dirt guys, but Gorman in pre-race said nope. It definitely does not. It's a totally different beast. As Gourmet takes the lead for the first time this season. He's going to bring Kyle Holden up to second. AJ stuck on the high side. Ray Hillhouse now to fourth. Kyle Mundell in fifth. Zach Henson in sixth. Matt Stewart now to seventh. Jeff Hinkle eighth. Mark Gantuma in ninth. Chris Stroop in 10th. Jared Heasley starting to set some fast laps now in 17th after that late pit stop for repairs. Gorman and Holden starting to open up a small gap on AJ Godsey. Stephen Gibson, who won or swept both races last Sunday night, both here and at the 3 wide race after this one, not in the field tonight. Starts the season off with the points lead. Big surprise. Stoy is back out on track, a couple of laps down. John Schmidt also back out on track, several laps down, as Zach Henson and Mark Dantuma battle for 8th. Chris Stroop currently sitting in 10th, Brandon Springer in 11th. Rick Sargent, Jacob Springer, both up 5 spots each into 14th and 15th. That may very well be, Jason. Gorman and Holden, meanwhile, opening up a 1.5 second lead on AJ Godsey. Hillhouse sits in 4th, Kyle Mundell in 5th. Mundell's first season with the league, having a great start to it thus far. Laps in, and you're starting to see a change in the lines that the drivers are using here tonight as the tires wear. We heard a lot of drivers say lap 21 is where things would start to change dramatically. Hey, good evening. Good evening, Brandon Starnes out here cheering on David Gorman. Garmy a little loose off 4. Holden gets a run on the high side. Ray Hillhouse has made his way to 3rd. AJ now back to 4th. Mundell in 5th. Kyle Holden has claimed the lead for the first time tonight. Mark D'Antuma, who had started fading earlier, has started coming back now, up 3 spots into 6th. Jeff Hinkle currently running in 8th, the king of tire saving. This is, well, we've got a car loose. That is Mark D'Antuma. As I mentioned, Jeff Hinkle, the king of tire saving, currently running in 8th. This is where the cars start to wear out, and this is where Hinkle starts charging forward. Zach Henson currently sits in 10th behind Chris Stroop. Patrick Coluccio, another driver just getting back into the field, currently in 15th. Kevin Reed, after the impact with John Schmidt earlier, has faded in the Finelli Ironworks car. He is now back to 18th, or 19th, excuse me. Albie Hewins back in 20th. And Kyle Holden starting to pull away. We will have a competition caution at lap 40. Garmin in 2nd, Hillhouse in 3rd, AJ Godsey in 4th, Kyle Mundell in 5th. Matt Stewart continues to hold on in 6th place, has not lost any ground here. Mark D'Antuma in 7th right now. As we've seen, that car sliding all over the place, however, Mark definitely, Mark loose off turn 4 again. And Hinkle's got some momentum as he comes up on him. Chris Stroop right there with him. Stroop looking on the inside on Hinkle. Stroop has the run here into the turn and looks like he might just clear him here. Back up front though, Kyle Holden's lead has extended to 1 1/4 seconds over David Garmin. Hillhouse in 3rd, Godsey in 4th. Mundell in 5th. Matt Stewart, Mark D'Antuma, Chris Stroop, Jeff Hinkle, and Brandon Springer round out your top 10. Everybody will be on pit road during the competition caution. The real question is, they can all go the distance on fuel. From there, will anybody try and stretch the tires that long? Holden continues to pull away from Garmin. AJ now back in 3rd, Hillhouse in 4th. Everybody settling into a rhythm here. Rick Sargent in 15th, up 4 spots, one of the biggest movers right now. But has a lot of track position to make up here tonight. Zach Henson currently sitting in 11th as he tries to come forward. Richie West in 12th, Wild Bill in 13th, but Bill in a battle with Patrick Coluccio. Coluccio on the bottom, a little bobble out of Wild Bill. Oh, Coluccio has a big bobble during the battle with Rick Sargent. Now Coluccio looks underneath Richie West. They almost touch doors off 4. And a big bobble out of Wild Bill as here comes Heasley. Richie West, the big loser on that situation. He dropped several spots as Coluccio gets loose off 2 again. And Rick Sargent, the real big winner, he manages to sneak through everybody. Caution is out. This will be the competition caution. Kyle Holden has the lead, Garmin in second. AJ in third, Mundell in fourth, Matt Stewart in fifth. The field has caught up to the pace car. Pit stops about to begin. Kyle Holden leads. Everybody is coming down. One of the lowest pit road speeds there is. They're lucky they're not having to do this under green flag conditions. Donald Durant looks like he is staying out to get waved around. Imagine Eric Stoy, John Schmidt, probably both likely to do the same. Donald Durant does stay out and claims the lead for a moment. Holden is off pit road first. Garmy comes out second, AJ in third. And let's see if we can get a word with the top 5 driver, Kyle Mundell. Hey Kyle, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, Doug, how are you?
Hey, good man. You're looking awfully fast out there tonight and not seeing your car slide around on the long run as much as some of these other guys.
I'm glad you see that because it doesn't feel like that, that's for sure.
I think a lot of drivers would say it does not feel like that, but we have seen some wild excitement out of turn 2. You're not one of them we've seen almost bounce off the wall or almost hit the inside wall. Do you have something for these guys in front of you?
I don't know. I was saying actually before the race, I feel like I don't have like the outright pace, especially these 3 guys in front of me here. But I feel like on the long run, just exactly what you were saying, like as long as I keep it consistent, no big slides, no wall touches, like I don't know if I have enough for the win. I think I need some help to get there, but I think top 5 should be expected. Top 3 would be a bonus, and then anything after that would be a great night.
Well, man, a great run so far. A great start to the season, buddy. Good luck.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for broadcasting.
My pleasure. Kyle Mundell comes off pit road in 4th place. Donald Durant is dropping the tail end of the field. He did not come to pit road. Good evening, Russell. How are you doing, buddy? Are you racing in 3 wide tonight? Don't forget, right after the BRR race, several of these drivers will hop into a Gen 4 car, and you'll see them run with the 3-wide Gen 4 group, along with Russell Worth, several members of the Nowski Nation, several members of Jones BS Racing, and no telling who else will be there tonight. I did get word at the last minute before the start of this race that Gerald Thanos Poole will be in that race as well. As everybody stacks up and gets ready for the restart, remember they can go the distance on fuel. I don't think anybody's going to want to go almost 90 laps on tires here at Dover. Actually, I know a mad Canadian who would try it. Yeah, Gourmet's car is very pretty, very shiny. He was talking a lot about it in pre-race interview. Green flag, back in the air. Oh no, we've got a problem on the restart. Looked like Mundell may have had a problem getting the car going. He is rolling now, though. AJ Gotzi slips up into third. In fact, JR, correct me if I am wrong. Sorry, there's two JRs. Jason Rome, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Dover not where the Canadian restart was born? I believe it is. Holden checking out quickly over David Garman in second. AJ now to third. Mundell in fourth. Second through fourth, still nose to tail. Holden pulling away. Holden just set the fastest lap of the night. Ray Hillhouse now in fifth. Dan Tuma sixth. Matt Stewart to seventh. Chris Stroop in eighth. Zach Henson in ninth. Jeff Hinkle in 10th. Oh, that's right. Now, the Canadian restart was born at Rockingham at the Rock. I remember now. I actually still have that replay. Donald Durant, who did not pit under the caution, has dropped into pit road. Mark Dantuma just beat Kyle Holden's lap time as Dantuma runs down. He is in fifth, making his way forward. Dantuma likely to have a much better season. He's in a Chevy this season. Does not have to worry about the Ford blowing up on him. Ray Hillhouse, who I do believe won the truck race last night, currently in 8th. Zach Henson in 9th. Jeff Hinkle in 10th. Jeff playing it safe here. Expect Jeff to start making his way forward once these tires wear, knowing that these guys are going to be on a long green flag run. Wild Bill Percy now up to 11th. Brandon Springer in 12th. Has to deal with Jared Heasley in the MS Society car. And ain't it a pretty car. Oh, Brandon a little bit loose. Off forward. Jared looking to the high side. Richie Yellow West currently in 14th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 15th. Russell Worth, just getting word, will not have any victories in the Nowski Nation this year due to the fact he is going back to running the Ford. I feel kind of bad for you, Russell. Speaking of Fords, Garmin currently in second, pushing that Ford to its limit. Expect oil to drop at any moment. Zach Henson trying to close the gap. Zach currently in 8th place. He's got a gap of 1.25 seconds to Chris Stroop. He is gaining quickly. Donald Durant's in this mix now as well, having pitted. Durant's on fresh tires. It does look like Durant spent quite a bit of time on pit road though. A single file line for the moment as Jared Heasley in the MS Society car on the move. And hey, if you're looking to donate with some of your tax money, definitely drop in and check out the MS Society. I personally appreciate it. Make sure you tell them you heard about them here. Got word recently there will not be the big cancer race this summer. We might have to do another charity event for the MS Society. Brandon, I have to tell you, we've been telling Garmy to get himself a Chevy for years. He won't do it. AJ Godsey has gotten by Garmin into second, but did just catch a blink out of the 5 car. Mundell sitting in 4th, Dan Tuma in 5th. This pack is pulled back together. Matt Stewart now up to 6th, Stroop in 7th, Zach Henson in 8th. And if you've never been in one of these cars around this track, let's take a wild ride. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, down into turn 3. The car is constantly turning. You're constantly having to work it. Everybody's single file for the moment, but after they go off into the turn, you see everybody trying different entry, different exit, different middle of the turn. Back off turn 2, these guys are doing 22 to 23 second laps around here. Brandon, I wholeheartedly agree. Kyle Holden, while they are running behind, Kyle Holden is pulled out to a 1 second lead over AJ. Meanwhile, Patrick Coluccio lost a lot of ground on pit road, has started to make up some ground, now back up into 15th. Caution is out. Kevin Reed involved. Kevin looks like he was a little loose off 4. Gerald Thanos Poole had nowhere to go. Fortunately, everybody manages to get by. Let's take another angle to see. I don't think there was any net code at play here. There may have been a little net code at play. Let's see if the chopper got the angle on that one. Definitely some net code at play. Off turn 4, there were several feet between them. Everybody headed in for tires here. Everybody coming into pit road right now. Now we are on lap 65, so they can easily go the distance from here on the tires. It'll be a long run, but taking care of them, they could make it. And it looks like the winner off pit road once again is Kyle Holden. Hey, Kyle, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Hey, looking fast as always here tonight. Back out on front. You keep hitting it perfectly with the pit stops.
Yeah, we're just hoping to be quick here tonight. We got a new set of pedals, so it's feeling a little weird at the moment, but they seem to be pretty quick with them, so we'll see how it goes with them. Hopefully we don't burn up our tires and AJ passes around us. Sorry, I didn't know I was have to pass Eric there, my bad.
Well,
race is going good for us.
I have a comment from a fan that I'm supposed to relay to you. He said it might help when you have a little more consistent run. Try hitting Alt F4. I don't know if that'll work or not, but it was just a suggestion from some guy named Jason.
All right, I might have to give that one a chance.
Hey, great run so far, man. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate it.
There you go, Jason. Okay. I can do that. They are not stacking up yet. Hey, Gourmets, it's Doug. You got me?
What is up, Doug?
Hey, I am supposed to relay a message to you from Brandon Starnes.
Okay.
He said go faster.
Oh, man, if he only knew the competition that was in front of me between Kyle and AJ. I mean, I felt pretty proud. I got around AJ within 10 laps at the start, and then left him.
Well, that you
And
did.
me and Kyle had a battle, and then he just left me after he got around me. And then right before the competition caution, I was watching AJ just run me down like I was just sitting still. So I was like, oh, I need that caution.
Well, man, a great run. Always glad to see you out on the track. And like he said, just go a little faster, buddy. Don't let him run away from you.
Yeah, I'll give this Dirt Anarchy, Angelina Spike Design, Ford Mustang, everything I've got. But man, these are some strong guys. So we still got what 60 laps to go. So anything can happen. I'll be happy with the top 5.
The comment section does agree you'd be better off in a Chevy, bud.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Good luck.
See you, Doug.
All right, pace car lights are off. They stack back up side by side, ready to go green flag racing, and we haven't done it yet tonight. So we might as well have some fun on this restart. Once the pace car drops in, they get ready for the green. I'm going to shut up. You guys crank up the volume. Yes, folks, it is time once again to crank it up. My pleasure, Brandon. Here we go. Pace car about to drop in. And pace car is in. Holden and Godsey lead them down. Crank it up, folks. It's time to get loud. 2 green flag laps completed, and that is a ton of fun anywhere but Dover. Something special about that. Mundell just set the fastest lap of the race in 4th place. John Schmidt has crashed, no caution. He gets it towed to pit road. See what happened with Schmidt. Oh, Schmidt was trying to get it to pit road. Wild Bill Percy has gone off track. He is towed to pit road. Well, let's see if we can see. It looks like Bill may have had an incident. Down the front straightaway, Coluccio's got the run underneath into turn 1. Oh, Bill loose off 2, clips Coluccio, then gets the high side. Wild Bill had such a good run at the end of the last season. We thought he would be up here and competing for wins at the start of this one. Expect him to be in the fight before the season is out. Not the way this season needed to start, though. Kyle Holden unable to pull a gap on this one. Gorman currently in 2nd place, inches off the bumper. AJ Gotzi sits 3rd, Kyle Mundell in 4th, and Mark Dantuma now up to 5th. Biggest mover, though, at the moment is the 32 of Jared Easley, up 8 spots into the top 10. A championship contender all last season. Woohoo! Saw 4. Jared continuing to make his way up. He is reeling in Jeff Hinkle in 9th. And the top 8 just nose to tail. There is 1.1 seconds between 1st and 8th place right now. This may come down to who is saving the most up here in the top 10. Unless somebody back behind is saving a lot more just hanging on. Someone like Ray Hillhouse in the Dodge, currently running in 11th, just 3.5 seconds behind the leader. These guys having to eat their tires alive to maintain the pace. Could there be enough fall off? Could somebody outside the top 10 have saved enough tire to make it through? Brandon Springer just behind Ray Hillhouse in 12th. Richie West in 13th. Rick Surgeon in 14th. Patrick Coluccio up in 15th. Gerald Thanos Poole in 16th. Gerald has spent the whole night just dodging chaos. Albie Hewins currently runs 17th. Jacob Springer in 18th. Kevin Reed in 19th, but not on the lead lap. Bill Percy appears to be out of the race. Eric Stoy, Donald Durant, and John Schmidt all out of the race. Still 19 cars on track, still 18 cars on the lead lap. It obviously did, as Gorman stays with Holden as he pulls away. Mundell makes it past AJ, up into third. Godsey is fading. Not something I have said very many times. AJ Godsey has started to fade. AJ now back to ninth with Heasley all over the bumper. Kyle Holden starting to pull a gap on Garmin, but that go! I do believe Mundell was bobbling a little bit there through 1 and 2. This track is very bumpy, very abrasive, and as the tires wear, the grip goes away. Those little bumps that you feel early in a run become big bumps late in a run. Upset the car tremendously. Looks like he's got a grip on it again. Zach Henson quietly making his way up to 7th. Jeff Hinkle in 8th. Jared Heasley now up to 9th. AJ back to 10th. Brandon Springer in 11th. Springer up 2 spots in the Jif car. He did tell me earlier in the week the peanut butter deployment system would be back. It is in effect, so he's got some extra grip. Late in this run, he could come charging forward. Mundell trying to run down Gorman. All these drivers last pitted on lap 65. Tire wear is becoming an issue now. Kyle Mundell is having connection difficulties. This could be very, very bad for Mundell, who this is his first season in BRR. Looks like it may have smoothed out, but it's also bad for Mark Dantuma. When the car in front of you disappears, the sim reads it as not being there. It doesn't exist, so Mark Dantuma loses the draft off that car. So it not only slows down Mundell, it slows down the cars directly behind him. Plus, you don't know where that car is going to reappear at. Chris Stroop now up into 5th, up 2 spots tonight. Stroop having a good start to this season. Daytona, everybody pretty much sees as a throwaway race, but he came out and managed to get a top 10 finish. Currently 8th in points, having a great start to this season. Matt Stewart back in competition in BRR, currently 9th in points, running 6th on track. He's having a great night as Jared Heasley continues to come forward. Jeff Hinkle looking for a way around Zach Henson. Hinkle starting to look to the low side. Hinkle makes quick and easy work of Zach Henson. Jared Heasley now trying to look up on the high side. He started to look low down the back straightaway. Nothing there yet. AJ still holds on to 10. Meanwhile, Kyle Holden has opened up a 1.5 second lead on Gorman. Gorman has given himself some breathing room. 1 second is the gap back to Mundell. Mark Dantuma sits in fourth, Chris Stroop in fifth, then a 1.5 second gap back to Jeff Hinkle in sixth. Next time by will be 20 laps to go, and then the question becomes, does Kyle Holden have to deal with lap traffic before this race is over? It definitely looks like he's going to have one or two. Heasley has crashed. No caution yet. Jared Heasley is on pit road. See if we can see what happened to the 32. Gets loose off of turn 4, hard hit down on the inside wall. Manages to get it off the racing surface. But a heartbreak for the MS Society car tonight. Kyle Holden continuing to extend his lead over Garmin. Mundell in third. Dantuma fourth. Stroop in fifth. Jeff Hinkle in sixth is running down the leaders. But he is 5 seconds behind Kyle Holden. How much ground can he make up here? We've seen Hinkle make up a lot of ground on old tires in the past. I don't know if he can make up a full 5 seconds, but he can easily get himself into the top 10 here tonight, or into the top 5 rather here tonight. Mark Dantuma having a solid run early in this season. Oh! Dantuma was wicked loose out of turn 4 that time. "15 laps to go. Rick Sargent just went to pit road for tires. I have to wonder how many of these drivers can hold on that long. Jared, I disagree. You were the biggest mover of the night up until that wall got you. The leader, Kyle Holden, a 2.5 second lead, but he is starting to run into lap traffic. Jeff Hinkle in 6th place, starting to try and make his way by. And gaining ground on the leaders. But a lot of cars really starting to struggle. Holden clears his first lap car. David Garman will catch it next. Garman giving himself more breathing room as Mundell now 1.25 seconds back in 3rd. Mark Dantuma still holding on to that car, currently in 4th. You got to give it to Dantuma. We have seen that car completely out of shape multiple times tonight. He has managed to save it every time. And now with 10 laps to go, he just needs to ride it out. Patrick Coluccio in his return currently runs in 12th, trying to make up a little ground here late. Richie West currently in 11th. Matt Stewart has drifted back to 10th in the late going. Ray Hillhouse, meanwhile, has made his way up into 8th. Zach Henson now to 9th. And AJ Gotzi has started to fade again. He's back to 5th. Oh, Stroop Whalers off 2. I stand corrected. It was Stroop fading. AJ is coming alive to put himself back in the top 5. He's even pulled away from Hinkle on old tires. That is not something that happens often. AJ is fighting past Mark Dantuma now to take 4th. Sets his sights on Kyle Mundell. AJ saved some tires when we saw him fading earlier. That was by design, and he is making it work. AJ now looking to the bottom for 3rd. 1 1/4 seconds behind Garmy. Can he run him down? A lap car between them and 5 laps to go. As Kyle Holden comes past the now lap car of Gerald Thanos Poole. Remember, you'll see a lot of these drivers again just a few minutes after this race as the 3-wide Gen 4 League gets fired up tonight. Garmin holds 2nd, but that Chevy behind is closing in rapidly. Can Garmy hold AJ off? 3 laps to go. Kyle Holden pretty much has this one in the bag here. But we are going to get a battle for 2nd place here in a minute. As AJ is just about caught up to Garmin. 2 to go for Kyle Holden. White flag is out. 1 more lap for Kyle Holden. Can Garmin hold him off? AJ looks low for 2nd. And AJ just powers by. Garmin now back to 3rd. Mundell in 4th. Jeff Hinkle in 5th. Kyle Holden's going to come out of turn 4 and get his first win of the season. AJ Gotzi comes home 2nd. David Garmin finishes 3rd. Mundell in 4th. Jeff Hinkle in 5th. And let's talk to our top 3, starting with Garmy. Hey Garmin, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Mr. Doug.
Hey, that got a little bit close. 2 laps shorter, you would have came home in 2nd.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it. I'm not even going to ask a question about it. I'm just going to be happy about 3rd.
He did run you down from quite a ways behind, but man, you are one of the fastest cars all night long tonight.
Yeah, no, I definitely had the Dirty Anarchy Adrenaline Spike Design Ford Mustang hooking tonight. I don't know where the speed came from, considering I hadn't been in this thing in, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. And I think I've raced it once or twice here and there. So yeah, to have that speed at this track against these guys that's impressive. So I'll definitely take a third place.
My understanding is the speed came from you had a Chevy engine in the car tonight. That's how it survived and you had that much power.
I mean, if that's what Brandon wants to say, that's his prerogative, all right? I mean, I just race the car, they build it and do their thing. So whatever they want to do, they do.
Oh, man, congratulations. It's awesome to see you back out there. Great job tonight, Garmin.
Yeah, it was fun to be back out. Yeah, just super stoked about a third place. So, cool.
Great job, buddy.
Thanks.
And AJ Godsey comes home in second place. AJ, how many more laps did you need tonight because you were running everybody down there at the end?
Yeah, I don't know. I got on the apron there a little bit, slid up, hit the wall, and got some damage, and fell back to 10th. And I don't know if it was the damage making me go slower to save tires or what, but Hinkle made the comment, I guess I should have hit the wall 30 laps ago. Maybe I could have won it.
That is definitely the case. We noted your fade there for a little bit, and then suddenly there late in the run, you had the tires when everybody else didn't and just charged forward substantially faster there at the end.
Yeah, I was hoping for long runs this race. I seemed to be not there, early in the run, but as the runs went on, I definitely get stronger. So just wish I wouldn't have made that hiccup and fell all the way back and see if we could have had some for Kyle, but he's pretty strong, so it was a good win for him.
Well, man, congratulations. Another awesome race for you, buddy.
Thanks, Dougie.
And finally, our winner, Kyle, back in victory lane. It seems very, very familiar to be talking to you from there.
Hey, Doug. It's good to get the first one out of the way, especially at a tough track like Dover. These new pedals, they seem to work pretty good for me, so I think we're going to keep them here, and hopefully we can come to victory lane in the next stream here.
Yeah, I have to say, last week Brandon Springer got the sweep. Or no, I'm sorry, Steven Gibson got the sweep in both races last week. So are you going to be able to pull it off in both races tonight and pull the sweep off?
We hope so. I don't even know where we're racing tonight. I think it might be Texas. So James said that's one of his favorite tracks. So we'll probably have to work around him and give him a run for his money and see what we can do.
Well, buddy, another great win. Great job tonight, and looking forward to seeing what you do here in a few.
Appreciate it, Doug.
All right, Kyle Holden gets the win, but don't go anywhere. That includes you, Kevin. We're going to have the 3-wide Gen 4 Cup League back here in in about 5 minutes. You don't want to go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss out on that race. Stick around, folks.